question number 6. A cylindrical container with no lid, with a radius of r centimeters and a height of h centimeters. Here's a diagram. It says the external surface area is 48 pi centimeters squared. The whole question is worth 11 marks. And question A, part 1 says find h in terms of r for 3 marks. So if you want to have a go at this question for yourself, feel free to pause the video now. So let's have a look at working this out. So find h in terms of r. First thing we need to note is that we're talking about the surface area of this cylinder. So the cylinder has two faces because it has no lid. So there's nothing on the top here. On the bottom it has a circle. So the surface area, or total surface area, is equal to pi r squared, that's the circle part on the bottom, plus the curved surface on the outside. Now this is in the shape of a rectangle, and the dimensions of this rectangle are going to be h multiplied by the circumference of the circle. Now the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, so it's 2 pi r times h. So this will give us the surface area. And what we're told is that the surface area is equal to 48 pi centimeters squared. So pi r squared plus 2 pi r h is equal to 48 pi. Now we need to find h in terms of r, so we just need to make h the subject of this. So let's take across the pi r squared, so we end up with 2 pi r h is 48 pi minus pi r squared. 2 pi r h equals, we can take our common factor of pi, so pi bracket 48 minus r squared, and h is equal to this divided by 2 pi r. And we can cancel the pi's out, so we are left with 48 minus r squared over 2r. So 48 minus r squared over 2r. So the mark allocation for this, first of all, you needed to realise that you had to work out the surface area of this cylinder without a lid. So 1 mark there. You get your second mark for making this equal to 48, because 48 pi. And finally, rearranging the subject to make h the subject gets you your third mark. So let's have a look at question A, part 2. It says show that the volume V is equal to this for 2 marks. Now if you want to have a go at this question for yourself, feel free to pause the video now. We need to work out a formula for the volume. So it's a cylinder, so the formula for the volume of a cylinder is volume is equal to pi r squared times h. In our question, r is simply called r and h is simply still called h. So we've got this. Now this is the formula we've got for the volume. This is the formula we need to show. Now the main difference between this formula and this one is that we have a h, and in the answer that we need to get, we don't have a h. So we need to eliminate the h. And the way we do this is we use our answer from earlier. So if we replace h with this, we will eliminate the h. So v will equal pi r squared times 48 minus r squared over 2r. So if we multiply this out, we get 48 pi r squared minus pi r to the power of 4, and that's all over 2r. So we can actually write this as 2 separate fractions, so 48 pi r squared over 2r minus pi r 4 over 2r. So 48 divided by 2 gives you 24. This r can cancel with one of those r, just leaving r and pi r on the top. So on the top there we've got 24 pi r, which is what we wanted, so that's good. And on this side we've got pi over 2, which is good, and we've got one of the r's will cancel, so this r will cancel with one of these r's, leaving you with r cubed. So we've got minus pi over 2 r cubed. So we've got what we wanted here. So we've now shown that v is equal to 24 pi r minus pi over 2 r cubed. So the 2 marks for this question. The first mark you would get for realising that the volume is equal to pi r squared h. So you get the first mark just there. And then the second mark would be an attempt to substitute in the correct value of h and end up with the final answer. So that's your 2 marks there.